Your communication is 100% your responsibility.
I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, what's happening? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, which means that I'm a flow state coach, help you perform better and feel better, okay? And essentially, today I want to talk about taking responsibility of your communication, okay? A lot of the times we leave our communication just kind of there, okay? We don't work on refining our communication. We don't take responsibility for what we said, okay? You got to understand that the communication lies with the communicator. They are the one that hold the power. In NLP, they say something like, there are no unresourceful people, just unresourceful states. Right now, you might be in an unresourceful state. You might be in a bored state. You might be in a frustrated state. It's about state change and state management maintenance, state sustainability. What gets me into the state of making things happen. And then go do that. How, you may ask? Well, that'll come to you at a later state when you start coaching with me, okay? But when you start to understand this, it makes complete sense. We always have an ability to change the state that we're in, okay? We're always in control. That is the number one rule of NLP. You are in charge of your life. You're in control of your life. You have all the resources that you need at any time, because all you need is you. That's resourcefulness, okay? So the meaning of communication is the response that you get from that communication. So if you communicate with resistance, you're going to get resistance back. If you communicate with honor, you're going to get honor back. If you're going to communicate with care, you're going to get care back. Let's say you give care and you get back anger. No, that's not their fault. That's a fault in your communication. There's something called a simultaneous incongruency in NLP. It means your words and behaviors don't match. You say you're going to do something, you do something completely different. Okay? So that congruency first has got to match for you to be a powerful communicator. You also understand that you are open to the feedback. I used to have this issue of just like pushing away feedback or any kind of criticism that I got and never really improving. Well, that didn't lead me to results either. When I started to actually take some of those comments and make little tweaks where I thought it was appropriate, not just from a hetero suggestion, right? Not just someone telling me something like whack, but from actual constructive criticism, you can start to make little tweaks, and that flexibility leads to results. Another NLP presupposition, okay? Flexibility leads to success. Flexibility leads to results. So if you're like, oh, tomorrow I've got to have it exactly from 2 to 5, and if I don't, something's gonna go wrong, okay? Nothing's gonna go wrong, all right? Something just changed in the quantum timeline. You got to go with it. You got to allow what has happened to pass because it's already happened, right? You got to focus on the now. So instead of saying, why me, the real question is how to. And when you become more solution focused with your mindset, then you start to get into that growth mindset from a fixed one. So resistance in anybody that you're communicating with is just a sign of a lack of rapport. That's another NLP presupposition. Just a sign of a lack of rapport. Think about that. The meaning of your communication is the response that you get from that communication. If you didn't intend on making someone laugh and they started laughing, okay, is that a powerful communicator? No. Powerful communicator is coming from cause, not effect. That's also one of those NLP rules, okay? I learned my NLP class yesterday, so I'm just teaching you guys so that I learned twice. Okay, it's a powerful thing, man. When you can master your own communication, when you understand that you're responsible for it, you can hold yourself to a higher standard of a communicator. You give disclaimers, and then the filters can come off slowly, right? You give a warning to the outer world, and then you go off. This is allowing you the freedom of actually standing by what you say. You are attuned all the time to different energies, different thoughts, that lead you to different universes, mental universes. I get random thoughts all the time. I don't know where it comes from, right? I'm sure some of you listening are like, yeah, exactly. Thoughts don't make sense. What even? My mind works in such a chaotic, jumpy manner. Well, guess what? That's the nature of the mind. To silence it, we have to become friends with it. We can't start shaming it. Oh, monkey mind this, right? Oh, my mind is whack, dude. Oh, my brain cells are dead. We can't be talking to our minds like that. We can't be talking to our brains like that, okay? We've got to really nourish our brains full of information that is helpful, not misinformation, okay? So this is the real law. When you communicate, the inner world matches the outer world. There are no incongruencies. When you can get there, also keeping in mind, obviously, some filters in certain venues and things like that. You don't want to get yourself in trouble, right? But at the same time, when you understand this open channel, you will purely start to emanate at your peak potential. Let's get it today. Upward Spiral Gang. May we never be the same again. Hit that notification bell if you want to sign for when I drop my video every day. Let's go. Boom.